my record right now.
Game is starting.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm present. I'm just giving the spiel so people know what's going on from the beginning. We're here with Kevin. He's here with Lilith. He's playing Jug to help teach Lilith how to play Jug. I'm doing one of those Suck Less series games. It's Kevin's favorite title. Ask any questions below. They will at least be read out loud as much as I can read. Doesn't seem too inappropriate, and maybe we'll answer them all. It's part of the surprise. Oh, I gotta change my settings. So it's less jolty. Lilith has... How many bot games did you have, Lilith?
Like 15, maybe 10. It's a very small amount.
Okay. What do you think of the game so far?
It's fun. There's just a lot to remember.
Yeah. It's kind of insane. That's cool. So you're liking it.
Yeah.
I think Joe's... she actually likes the game pretty much, but she just doesn't like the pressure of playing with people. So I don't know if I'll ever get her playing. She's not big on multiplayer games, period.
Seconds to battle.
It's Kevin. Oh, you didn't buy the quelling blade right away. Are you just doing that, waiting to do that from the side shop?
I never buy it at the start unless I'm mid.
Is there another item you're probably gonna get? I mean, I guess you can't get the shield at the side shop, right? Or can
Right.
you? So. Yeah.
None of this you can get at the side shop. You just get rolling blade and boots at the side.
First blood. I've been wanting to say that since this all began.
That was... They're gonna have a rough time bottom lane. I don't even think they'll be able to lane down there. You're in for a hard game, Sir Kev. Does Quelling Blade work with your
Omni?
Blade Dance, your passive?
Yes, for creeps.
Okay.
I'm gonna aggressively deny here. Demon's a lot faster than me. He's actually slower than me.
Oh,
I'm gonna spin on him. He's pretty low. Yeah.
So close. Oh, I got it. Nice.
It's that move speed advantage.
What was his move speed at? Yours was 305?
It's not that last hit. He's gonna get quite a bit of XP here though.
Yeah, that's all Doom really wants. Guess he can farm just fine later. Did you see the new Top Gun movie trailer?
I don't know. I don't know what Top Gun is.
You probably want it. It dates me. Hardcore. It's it's not the movie that Tom Cruise became giant off of, but definitely propelled his career. It was like when I was a kid.
Actually skilled Scorched Rift level 3, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the play so he can run away from you.
Right.
Makes me think you want to buy an Orb of Venom.
Maybe. I could just get phase boots though.
true.
Move faster.
So,
All these
how do you
creeps
want to
here.
balance out your wave right now?
I'm just gonna kill a couple range creeps real quick,
Okay.
so it doesn't push too hard. And I got level 2 spin now, so
Yep. That's so you don't have to tank too much near the tower,
right.
and keep it right near the tower, so you have the lane advantage basically. So you can't even try to attempt to go on you. Oh, they killed bottom. Nice. I'm really surprised they don't set up Clockwork and just kill Warlock. Is Clock the laner down? No, it's not.
Illusion.
Okay, there we go. Here's Clock. Let's see what happens. Warlock's got it. Oh, he can muscle up with the creeps there, which is fine. Do a little bit of cut to your wave. You should have aggroed those creeps right there, and then they would have continually damaged the clock, and he could have farmed off of it too.
I mean, you only pulled 2, so I think it's fine.
I was talking about Warlock chasing the clock.
Absolutely perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he was over there, and there were 2 creeps following the clock. Your creeps, and he linked them to the neutrals. He linked clock to the neutrals, and he could have just pulled the wave in, so they were hitting the neutrals. He could have got the denies and the gold plus kept constantly damaging the clock.
I'm just gonna try and keep wave here and farm this for a while.
Tell you what, the higher and higher you get, the easier it is to play support.
Amazing what you found laying around.
I don't know if that's because I'm getting better at support or not.
Well, having competent cores helps playing support a lot.
Somebody requested that I play a carry game, so yeah, I think it would be a good idea if I had you do this while I'm trying to carry mid or something. Or is mid a carry? Is that still considered a carry?
That's it's considered a carry still.
Okay, these names confuse me. I only think this position that you're in is really the carry. I tend to call them cores. I guess they're the same thing.
Learn from your
It just depends on the hero you're playing more so than the lane you're in.
Got you. Well, they were talking like Wind Ranger, which I feel confident on Wind Ranger, so that would probably be...
Wind Ranger's not really a carry.
Yeah, she would be considered a core. Because, why is that? That would be good to explain.
Carries usually scale, but Wind Runner doesn't scale too well.
And by scale, you mean scale super late game?
With items and levels, yeah.
Yeah. So
Like, you want a hero that can kind of win the game by themselves.
Yeah. Which, you scale so well because of your crit chance going up, so every damage item you get just helps that much more naturally built in. I guess everybody scales, right? But you scale definitely more linearly?
Linearly?
Yeah. And they scale at a curve. And
The other way around.
well, they spike up. I guess you would have a curve that would start really shallow and get spike. They would have their power spikes early on, so they'd be high and then falling off.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But either way, I mean, I feel, man, if I want to put myself in a bad position, I should probably put myself in a carry type of position, because I'd feel like Wind Ranger I could just kind of do what I normally do, except I get a lot more farm. So Explain Jug's new Omni Slash to me.
It used to be like each hit, like a set amount of hits, and then
Yeah.
bonus damage to those. Now it's just timed and it's regular attacks. So attack speed is better now because it used to be that attack speed didn't matter because you hit it a standard amount of times no matter what.
And damage didn't matter because you didn't. You didn't right click during that, or did you? Beforehand. Anyway, I don't need to talk about the old one. The old one confused the hell out of me because I thought right
old
clicks
one,
could still go through.
You still considered an attack, so modifiers worked.
Okay, but your damage didn't transfer through.
It was your damage plus bonus damage. It was your attack speed that didn't go with it.
Oh, I didn't know it was damage plus bonus damage. I thought it was just a straight damage number.
It was 200 or to 225 bonus damage.
I didn't understand that it was bonus. I thought it was just flat. Alright, cool. But now you get a little bit of a bonus damage, but your attack rate
30
goes up
bonus damage.
1.7 times whatever it is.
1 sec.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. Slash's rate multiplier 1.7.
Yeah.
So you hit... You're not 200% faster, but you're like 170 or something like that. Good, you're dead.
That's good to know.
Oh, she got the deny. Sweet.
Yeah.
It's like, what's she doing?
Dire structures are fortified.
Perfect. Something I should probably start replaying Lena support, because when I see a lot of leveled up or a lot of higher leveled players play support, they usually tend to use Lena.
Yeah, Lena's pretty decent.
And I'm not sure why. She always felt really like bad for me when I was first learning Dota. Because even if you stun them and you put your stuff out, you were kind of squishy and you didn't really get attack damage, so you couldn't right click well to make up for your people not doing your things. But I guess she offers a lot. She gives that big nuke, a stun, and a bunch of nuke damage. So very dead clock.
I'm mechanically reclined.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So Lilith, what's been the hardest thing with
Your
Dota
middle
so far?
tower is under attack.
Like you're-
Just memorizing what all the items do.
Your middle
Okay.
tower has fallen.
Like, you have your time to get stuff.
I can't hear you when a lot of noise is happening in the video game, so just kind of yell at Kevin so you go through his mic better.
Okay.
Thank you. So I heard you had a difficulty memorizing all the items, but after that I didn't hear.
Just figuring out a good time to leave and go get items.
Huh.
Did you
So
hear that?
No, not really.
She said figuring out the time to leave and get items.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably one of the hardest things to learn in the game. It's like a super efficient pro thing when you start getting good at that. Now, when you say go get items, you mean walk back to the base or something else? Maybe he gets the deny again. Ooh. She tried.
Yeah.
Did a good job.
Radiant structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack.
So what do you look at when you're dead, Kevin?
What I look at?
Yeah.
The items on the enemies
Your top tower is
and
under
what is happening. The best place to go.
When you select a hero, do you window or do you click it?
I click on them in the game,
Okay.
usually.
I see a lot of people, they'll draw like a box, a window box, and it seems to prioritize the heroes. Like if you're a bunch of creeps right here. Instead of click. I also see some people click, but I think I just have my mouse move too fast too. I'm never gonna slow it down because I can't handle it being slow.
Usually I do the drag to click when there's multiple units I need to get.
How does it, when it selects, does it select the first hero it drags across if there's 2 heroes? Oh wait. Ooh, this might be a really good ult. Good luck to you. So Wind Ranger's ult still takes damage, or a Wind Run still takes damage from your ult?
No.
It looked like it did there.
No, that was the bounce that happened.
I mean, I guess what you call it could have procced. Javelin.
No, you have to hit for the javelin to proc.
Oh yeah.
It was
The
where is
enemy's
it?
bottom tower has fallen. Your top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
Lena killed her.
Okay.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It bounced to her, but I didn't hit her because she
Your
has
top tower
base.
is under
The Wind
attack.
Run, yeah. So that takes no physical damage while she's in it?
No right click damage.
Your
No
top
right
tower
click
is under
physical
attack.
damage.
It's just 100% evasion, that's all it is.
Okay.
So if you had MKB, you could still hit.
Oh yeah.
Waters rise.
So it's not physical resistance at all.
Right.
Okay. And since that spell is, even though your spell's basically targeted. Okay, that makes sense. I'm just letting it go from your point of view for a little while. You're not being too cray-cray yet. Just the mouse movements.
So I'm just gonna farm the jungle as I make my way up top because that's gonna be pushing in.
Yeah, when you farm the jungle like that, do you shift A, click a bunch of camps, and then look around?
Depends on who I'm playing as.
And have you ever used the patrol function?
No.
Neither have I. I guess that's good if you dominate creeps and you kind of want to just have sight in front of you.
I think you use that with illusions on like tight spaces, so if there's people in viz, you see them get stopped.
Oh, so they get bumped?
Yeah.
Interesting. I just remember using patrol all the time in Warcraft. Because you know, you get your little bit of army out there and you're like, I want you to guard from point A to point B. It's like, it just seems like it's weird that it's even in here. Function wise. Man, you click quick. How's your retention? Like when you click a hero like that, do you remember all the items you saw?
Bottom tower is under attack.
I don't remember all of them, but I just remember look for important stuff. Like he had 2 sentries and a ward and a bottle on it with an arcane rune.
Yeah. So you glance and whatever just stands out and then you move on.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just looking for important items, like the urn on the clock.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
He's almost got Spirit Vessel because it's not really safe to be in lane against him right now, especially because he's got the Vanguard. So I'm just gonna farm jungle until I get Maelstrom, and then try and fight.
Well, if he dooms you, you can run away, right?
He's faster with, I think if he has the Scorched Earth up, he's faster.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to use phase boots.
Your
Team's
bottom
in a big
tower
old
is under
fight.
attack.
Dove in. Nice. Just farm up as many cogs as you can. Oh. Once this is over, I'm gonna point out something about him jumping over the cliff like that. I don't know if people know when Slark jumps over that cliff and there wasn't a ward there, you had a chance of missing or not continually right clicking him, and it could have just ended. When I say right clicking him, at your ult could have just happened to not hit him anymore if he lost sight in between slashes.
Radiant structures are
So you got kind of really lucky with how it worked
Your
out.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yep.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
So, no butterfly or battle fury. Excuse me.
No,
Wrong word.
you shouldn't go Battle Fury in this
Why?
ever, I think, right now. Unless you're anti-mage.
No.
Because there's too much fighting.
No, but you still crit on your hit, right?
Right,
Your
but
middle
like
tower is under
having
attack.
a manta or anything is way better.
And it's just so much gold. And the build up to it's kind of wonky. Alright. Still the same problem as we mentioned with Ember before, kind of. And I guess Maelstrom is has a build up that it's a really late game item. Where Battle Fury just kind of maxes out. Maybe?
Well, Battle Fury, it just lets you farm faster, but you gotta farm longer. And you're less effective in fights.
Yeah, but you get that straight damage, and you get that constant. I mean, you can just
Right,
in
but you
and
get a
out
lot
of
more
wave.
damage from just a Maelstrom, which is half the cost.
Really?
Stuff like that.
24 damage, you get 40 plus that, plus no
You get the
cleave.
Maelstrom procs, so it lets you farm too.
Yeah, 150 bounce. I want to do that some point in time. We should do a race with the same hero, kind of farming camps. I just
Right.
think at like this level, well, the problem is later levels it's faster. Early levels it's probably weaker, and that's where you would get it would be early levels. The Battle Fury, that is. I would assume.
I think Slark's over here. I didn't see if he had a Shadow Blade. No, he doesn't. Just a Diffusal.
If you practice the crap out of Yale Ember Spirit, I wanna I don't know. I want an Ember Spirit hero just because or not Ember Spirit. Yeah, Ember or not Ember, not at all Ember. Who's the new Arcana or thing came out for? Invoker. That's the words I'm looking for. You know, everybody's already on that train. I understand absolutely. It's like Ember Spirit to me, Invoker is. I don't know. I mean, I got some basics, but I really don't understand how he works. I kind of glanced at him today, and I was like, why is he used as a support more often? He actually looks like high level 1 kill potential, and could do all kinds of good things for your team.
Invoker? He's
Yeah.
so slow.
Your
It's the same as a
bottom
Battle
tower is
Fury.
under
It takes
attack.
too long.
Invoker? What do
Yeah.
you mean?
The other
He
team will
takes-
just take advantage because
he
he
takes
takes
too long.
a long time to get to where he needs to be.
Well, does he need to be? If you're playing him as like a position 4 or 5, you just don't. He's just there. He's gonna apply a stun, a slow, you know, area effect, mana burn. It's got so many good things. Like just a clarity, making you attack faster. It gives you bonus damage. I didn't know it gave you bonus damage until today. I just thought it made you attack faster. stuff's insane. Like, you get a clarity and you give it to your farming hero, maybe. It's just stuff that seems like it would work really well and be versatile. I mean, he has like normal late game support problems of they get a BKB. He's just kind of fucked. But most support heroes are like that.
Right. Well, late game, you're gonna have 5-second BKBs, which are like nothing, so that's fine.
Your middle tower is under attack.
He suffers in mid to late game.
Okay.
Like basically, when the opponent gets a BKB, you can't do anything.
Well, you know what? I could draw those curves on the screen. The power spikes. I forgot about that. Let me get a player perspective.
Immortality.
It draws really slow right now. Wonder why. My frames are okay, but when I try to draw a straight line, it looks choppy as can be. No power spike lines for me. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna eventually get a tablet where I'm gonna just start drawing on the fly. And my drawing skills aren't great, but they're okay. Over top of games like this, I think it'll make it a lot more interesting. But I want an actual overlay program, so the drawing step and stuff. So I have this challenge that I made for myself, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna hit. I'm actually scared I'm gonna hit. If I had like 500 subscribers when TI starts, I'd start like putting up newbie casts of some of the games, not all of them. I would die. It's like 12 hours difference from this time zone. But even it's still going to be quite uncomfortable if I hit it. And my channel's scaling really fast right now, so it might actually hit it. So I gotta figure out what games I'm gonna stay up all night for. If that occurs. It'd be
I
fun.
got this mid tower because they're all top.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
Doom is
The enemy's
moderately
middle tower
tanky
has
now.
fallen.
Should be a fight, right?
Well, that's ages.
It looks like
Doom was used on Morphling.
Oh, why was he following you so hard?
I don't know. There you go.
Weird. He's a Nip fan. I gotta represent. I haven't picked mine yet. My Augs. I'm gonna try to do an episode where Joe's and I are gonna go over. Actually, I'll probably let her just pick. And talk about it.
For what?
For who's gonna win what type of deal. Stuff. What can we?
predictions?
Yeah, what can you put
You
down
can do
for
that now.
predictions? You can't pick.
Oh,
you can
predictions. You can pick the heroes for a lot of categories. And
Yeah, but you can't pick the bracket because the brackets aren't set.
Not yet. You need to finish the group stage first.
Maybe wait until group stage is. No, I guess I'll have to pick those other things before group stage starts for them not to be locked out.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Your bottom bottom tower is under attack.
I was experimenting with some network video application where I could take like the feed from this, but I'll put it on my iPad type of deal, and then trace over top of it, and then try to bring only back what I'm drawing, so I can actually look down and draw on a quick basis, because I can't really draw on my screen, and it's just
Like an overlay?
Yeah, like an overlay. So it's an overlay, but I'm only projecting back the overlay. It's kind of experimental. It seems like a really cool idea. I have the network local traffic to do it. As long as I'm not, as long as I'm doing it internally, it should be more than fine, I think. And the lag will be like a quarter, half second. So who cares? I'm just drawing stuff at that point in time. But that's one of the future dreams. I'm trying to figure out how to get it working.
I mean, I feel like it could just be a separate program.
Yeah, I think so too, but I could just put down the tablet right now. And there's some applications out there, but they don't like to work with my overlay software right now. So I don't really have control over how those applications work too. It's part of the problem. So I can put them up, but the drawing doesn't register, even though I put it in front of everything.
The enemy's middle tower
And it
has
would
fallen.
work if I screen captured, but then we lose our frame rate and all the stuff that makes the game look nice.
Yeah.
I'm about a half year from designing my own bumpers. I can't wait until I get to that point. That'll be fun.
Bumper?
Yeah, that's usually the tags that usually they're advertisements over top of video games, or like you go to a sports thing and you do a transition and you see something cool kind of flying across the screen. So I'm gonna just do customs of those. That's that's what I know how to do. Actually, yeah, graphics and effects. So they just take a lot of time, and there's not really a value transition in making those now.
Out here, Juggernaut.
Money to burn.
That's a cool golem. He's just trying to show off. This guy has to have the monkey.
Alright, that's where the throw happens. Good thing is we got this golem in mid.
Yeah, they're gonna have to back out to deal with it. He actually did a good amount of damage to that tower because of that golem. Were you being sarcastic about that though?
About what?
The golem mid?
I'm saying that's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
that's drawing them back. They get nothing off of that fight.
So why are you going Monkey King Bar? Just the damage?
Windrunner and the pure damage for Doom because he's
Oh yeah,
has
it's just
armor and Slark has so much armor. And he's probably gonna go butterfly.
yeah, Slark's armor is insane. Especially, I guess, once he starts right clicking people, it gets
Oh, yeah, I don't have the glyph. We already have for it.
Are fortified.
ridiculous. 64%. I really feel like people trying to level up their MMR will mean support for the support one.
I mean, it's kind of weak in the laning stage. It's just good because it can scale. But if you can't get to the point where you scale, it doesn't matter.
She always seemed greedy because the Yules is like feels necessary. to at least set up, you know, stuns and you have mana problems and all that stuff. That's such an expensive item for a support to need to get to be kind of useful. Because then you're not buying glimmers or forces or things that your team needs. I mean, yields is good if you have an axe or, you know, etc., etc. But very situational good.
They see us with the thing. We should get back.
Is this a ranked team?
Yes.
This is great if I play right now, right?
The shield and shit.
Yeah.
And we're all.
Well, that did not go as well. Slark munched. I can't believe he lived through that.
Mm-hmm. Was it BKB, I think? Sark. I push bottom in. I don't know how the rest of the team died.
I didn't know. I was pretty much focused with my camera in the pit. Pretty much needed to buy back the hold, right? Or they need to buy back the hold.
So,
Your middle tower has fallen.
Well, that's brave. Yeah. This is gonna get left. Oh, nice. I guess Lena works out really well here because of the shotgun. Those two probably can kill anybody from 100 to 0.
yep.
Another shot.
Invisibility.
Skull Basher, so good on Pangolier. So good.
Can I get bounties?
That's feels bad that you guys didn't get any more out of it.
Precious thunder.
Well, if we get all 4 bounties, it's worth it.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
I need to figure out what abilities can stack waves. Like, does Dragon Slave aggro creeps? Or neutrals, I should say.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, they nerf.
Any jungle camps will get stacked by anything because if they get hit by something they can't see, they run out of the camp.
But they don't necessarily run towards the hero.
Yeah, they run in random directions.
Oh. Well, that could be bad too, because unless your timing's really good. 'Cause you can't pull them a certain way. Oh, that's another thing. Good looking fight. Ooh, he's bought back. Clock wants to get back into that. Oh, help. Nice. Oh, no, it missed. Yeah, but it would have been a kill. So close. You didn't run with your team. Why are you doing that instead of like Abyssal? eventually.
Abyssal?
Yeah.
Does
Well,
that
this will
mean
work
help?
really good for your ult and like when you're manning up against Slayer.
Well, the basher is random, so I'd
Yeah.
rather have a solid 30% slow than an HP than a basher.
Got you. Well, I
And its
understand you
attack
got to
speed's
start
slow
with
too,
Basher,
so.
but because you don't seem squishy yet to me.
I'm pretty squishy. I have to stay on the outside usually.
Okay.
When I get that, I can pretty much do anything.
Let me check out what you. There we go. Solid. I didn't know there was so I don't play this character either. So 5 to all stats. Why did you pick that over movement speed?
I think you pretty much always go that.
Yeah, but you need to farm really first, right? So
Well,
you would think just being able to move fast from camp to camp or in and out of fights.
right, but the agility gives attack speed and damage, and it also gives slightly more move speed.
Yeah, barely though.
It gives you mana. You have really bad mana pool on Jug.
Okay. I can see it giving. I mean, it's giving you a little bit of strength, which you need too.
Yeah.
Plenty of plus 20 attack speed makes sense to me. But I didn't even know you had the option for plus 50 blade fury movement speed. So that's just straight out bonus movement.
Oh. Yeah, that's. I don't think anybody takes that. Except maybe when you're doing the
seems fun
Radiance
to
build.
spin with phase boots and go like all over the place. But I don't think you'd kill anyone. I guess if you did that, you'd go the plus 100 blade fury damage per second build.
Yeah, you do that with the Radiance build. You go Radiance, Sea Blade, Shivas. But I don't think you should ever go that build.
Hey man, pros do it.
Right. They do it for a reason.
What are you gonna go next? You're gonna go plus 600 health, aren't you?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I think I'm gonna go with the health and then go Mjolnir now instead.
Oh,
Because I got
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Bounty.
Precious bounty.
Can I?
Bounty.
Illusion.
I didn't even think about the Scotty. Also, that's just a lot of attack speed for you.
Yeah,
Which scales well for your ult.
it's all around.
Yeah. It lacks a little bit of control, but I guess your team's got enough control.
Yeah, I mean, we got more and stuff.
I mean, he's just E-blades. He's got a micro stun. Actually, does anybody do the support morph still? That
Oh,
long
yeah, you know what?
ass
With
stun.
the Ags, it might actually be good.
What's the
Yeah,
aggregate
mid
on
has to
him
be
now?
taken care of.
Okay.
Mid and bottom have big waves. Let's see if I can bait out a Doom on my illusion or something.
Does your Omni Slash have to deal with max attack speed problems?
What do you mean? Like the maximum attack speed cap?
Yeah. Or does it surpass
Uh,
that?
I have no idea actually. I think I'll go Abyssal now since I'm with the HP.
Yeah, it seems to make sense too. It really makes sense with yeah, that 600 health. That's a lot of health. That is a whole lot of health.
Mm-hmm.
Spinning for security. Can he still latch on you while you spin?
He can't lash onto me, but that also means he doesn't stop at me. So so if I want to fight him, it's kind of bad,
Okay.
but I think it's fine.
I mean, you were worried about like other things coming in to kill you. I don't think you were worried about Slark.
Well, Doom was right there.
Yeah. Well, you can still Doom through that, right? Doom pierces.
Right, but if I have the spin, then they can Doom me, but they don't have any follow-up.
Yeah, and you're not gonna take damage until your spin wears off. I think, right? It's pure damage. Does it still go through when you're magic resistant?
Is it pure damage? I thought it was magic damage.
I don't know. I'll look at him when I see him next. I think it's pure. It has to be pure, otherwise it would.
It's definitely magic.
Just hold on, I'm gonna look. Once I see him, I bet it's pure because otherwise it would scale horribly. Like it just would be
It's
useless.
supposed to scale bad.
What?
Yeah,
That's not cool. Why would it? Why would it?
because it's a really strong spell.
It's his only thing.
It is
That's
pure,
what
you're
Doom
right.
does is Doom. It'd be the worst if it was magic damage. You're a giant silence mute bot. You can kind of run in the fight and soak up attention if people.
I'll let my
fight you.
wards kill it.
We're getting to the point that whoever wins the next fight is probably gonna win the game. No wombo bashes. Good luck to you. You probably want to go out. You have to win this fight. There's a gem on the ground.
Yep.
Ooh, why didn't he go for the Slark? Who cares about the Lich? There he goes. Heat of the moment. Heat is on. Oh, that's nice.
Warlock refresher. I didn't pick it up. I don't have slots. I can go get it picked up.
Ranger returns.
We could go high ground. Just go.
The Warlock should just walk out and pick up the pressure and walk back.
Radiant structures are
What do you think?
Mine.
Nope.
Precious bounty.
the enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks.
Guess Mjolnir would work pretty well from the magic build if you want to spin build either way, so it kind of gives you an option.
Well, the point of the magic build is that you get kited, so you can't actually do damage unless you do that. So if you can't right click, Mjolnir's not really as good.
Well, I mean, you can put it on yourself, right? So they're trying to kill you, probably. Oh, you're saying they're not right-clicking you, so it doesn't matter? Mjolnir is such a weird item. Like, it took me a long time to understand that it works with instances of damage. Like, so if Alk puts down that puddle of goo, your Mjolnir or the upgrade to it, the shield, will constantly proc.
Yeah.
Just keep doing mad damage. So things like that. If you're a disruptor and you go on somebody, you kill yourself because they have the shield on.
Yep.
Dota's confusing. Alright, Lilith. Did Kevin suck or was he good? she even there?
I don't know.
You don't know. The safe answer. The safe answer.
Well, I mean, I feel like these have gone a lot worse. So
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You just. I mean. You just need to just be mean. You're mean to me. Why don't you be mean to him?
I like Kevin.